At What Car, we don't hand out Car of the Year awards to any old rubbish, but the Volkswagen Up is something a little bit special. One of the best things about the Up is the fact that it feels like a much bigger car than it actually is in many ways. This is partly down to the Supple Ride, which means it tackles bumps much better than almost anything else of this size. But it still feels like a nippy city car when you need it to. It's got direct steering and a really snappy gear change, which makes it a doddle to drive. The biggest thing you need to consider is the engine. If all you're doing is driving around town most of the time, then the basic version is fine. But if you're heading out onto the motorway, even on a semi-regular basis, go for the more powerful version. Another great big car thing is this cabin, especially this dash, which Volkswagen has kept really nice and simple. You get some chunky controls there and some clear, easy to read dials there. But the best thing is this removable Sat-Nav screen. It only comes as standard on the top level model, but it's only a couple £100 if you want to put it onto the rest of the models, so it's a really good value addition to the cabin. Now, these seats are nice and flat but firm and comfy, and on some models you can also get height adjustment, so it's easy to get into a good driving position. The only gripe is the fact that this steering wheel only goes up and down and not in and out, but that's a small thing really. Now, you can get 3- and 5-door versions of the Up, but if you're planning on making anyone my size travel in the back on a regular basis, you're better off going for the one with back doors. The seats tilt and slide easily enough to let you get into the back, but it's a bit of a shame that they don't tilt back automatically and you've got to do it manually. But once you're back here, this is brilliant. You've got loads of room, got plenty of leg room behind my driving position, and there's a decent amount of headroom as well. This boot though is brilliant, and it's about as good as you can get in a city car. It might not look that big at first glance, but as soon as you drop down this foldable floor, it's not that much smaller than some super minis. Now, the Volkswagen Up set new standards in its class when it was launched, and it remains one of the best ways to get about town. For more information, search for Volkswagen Up on whatcar.com.